it's Shawnee. Welcome back. Guess what time it is? It is time for our weekly roundup, where I go over all of the eyeshadow palettes I've used over the past week, and I rank them from least liked to most liked. Now, I only have 4 slots this week. I feel like I usually have more, but yeah, I don't. So I'm just gonna jump right in and talk about the palettes that I used this week. Now at number 4, I have the Adept Cosmetics Minka 2 palette. So they have the original Minka, which is here. Let me show that to you. And then this is the newer version. So if you look at them, similar, different. I want to say that the original, the shimmers are like chunkier, and they have more like brilliance to them, while the newer one, the shimmers are softer, like their typical formula. Of course, there are more mattes here. There are 5 mattes. In the first one, there are only 2. It still continues to lean towards like a purple vibe, and it also is not one that you need. I don't like the packaging here. I really enjoyed their old packaging that is like this rectangle, and then they started coming out with some more square packaging. I was like, but this one, it's like beyond basic, right? Like, it's just a white cover. Yeah. It's almost like the design team forgot that they needed to do something on the front, and they were just like, okay, we're gonna put that on there just to close the palette, and they sent it over to marketing or something. Somebody forgot to actually do a front cover. So this is very similar to Natasha Denona's Midi palettes. It's just so basic. It's just a white cover on a black background. I guess they were like, we just gonna give you the shades, okay? And we just gonna put them in these. We had these in the back corner. At number 3, so I've used that a couple of times. It's cute. You don't need it. Number 3 is the Natasha Denona Coral palette. Now, this is one of her larger 5 pans. I don't know if anyone has these. I have quite a few. I believe she had these before she had the minis. And before she had the midi size as well, I believe. So she always had the larger ones. And then I think these were next. There were quite a few of them. I don't see anyone using these much or at all. So this one I used both mattes, and I pretty much stuck to the shimmer here. So I used these 3 shades, and I liked it. It was a really easy, cute, work-friendly, office-friendly look, and I do like this size because also you can pop the shades out. They're magnetic, of course. I don't think her minis are magnetic, so that's why you get more product in these. I just like them. I really like these 5 pans. For a while, I was thinking of getting rid of them, but no, I like them. I don't see anybody using them, but if anything, I might depot them and put them in a magnetic palette, but one that's funner than this. At number 2, I have a Viseart palette. It is the Minxet Étendue palette, and this was given to me by Mama Bear, also known as Erica Conker. And she just thought that this color story was one that I would enjoy more than she would. It's kind of like my kind of color story with the, the neutrals and pretties and all that stuff. And I always pretty much enjoy Viseart palettes. So this is one of their smaller ones, but not their petite ones. And again, you can pop the shades out and mix things around. And I did another very simple, easy look with this. Yeah, it was just really straightforward. I think when the palettes are like this, it could be helpful to put all the mattes together, all the shimmers, just to make it an easier thing for you to look at, or not and just keep them where they are. But I will say that all of the shades kind of go with all of the mattes. So I don't think you can do anything too crazy outrageous with this. Pretty easy to just use a shimmer and a matte and go about your business. Now, at number 1, I mean, do you really have to ask? You don't. It is cousin Danessa Myricks. This time I went with her Groundwork Blooming Romance palette. I promise I'm gonna keep the Groundworks out of next week, okay? I'm just gonna like detach myself for 5 days or so from Danessa. I'm probably giving you a bold-faced lie, but here we are. Now, this day that I used this, I used pretty much all Danessa Myricks products. I used the Blurring Balm. Yeah, I did. I'm remembering. I used the Blurring Balm in shade 9 for all over my face. I used shade 10, I believe, for a little bit of contour bronzery thing. I used one of the Blurring Balm Flushed for my cheeks, and for my eyes and lips, I used shades from here. So just like the original Groundwork, you're supposed to be able to do like your whole face basically with it. This one, you're also supposed to be able to do quite a few things. You're supposed to, you can use things for your eyes, your lips, even your cheeks. Yeah, so one thing that I have done is I've taken a couple of these and taken a couple from the original Groundwork, the Defining Neutrals, and then put them together in a magnetic palette, the kit pack, and that's pretty much all I used when I went home to LA. Every look was with a combination of those two. So that is something that I really enjoy, just being able to do so much with 1 or 2 palettes. I will say that it is easier to pop these out and put them into a magnetic palette rather than taking the palette with you, because it's relatively bulky, you know? Yeah. And also, I believe she just came out with a blurring, is it? Blurring Balm Glow or something, excuse me, or something. Because the original Blurring Balm, it pretty much gives you like a matte look, and I've heard people who have drier skin don't enjoy it as much. So maybe you can check out the Blurring Balm Glow. I could be making it up. I mean, but if I am, she should go ahead and hire me, and we can get this together. That is it, y'all. I'm gonna try to get back on track with the weekly roundups. Things have just been a lot, as you probably know, with the world. So living in this area, lots of federal workers, and so traffic has been crazy, which means I'm gonna need to change my schedule around. And then also, as I have quite a few federal workers as clients, and so there's just been a lot of stress on all of us. It's affecting my business. So I asked G to be my sugar daddy. He said he need a sugar mommy, so I don't know what we gonna do, because that's canceling each other out. So we might have to like OnlyFans it or something. But yes, just take it one day, one moment, one breath at a time. Anyways, I hope that some of this was helpful, and I also hope that you're continuing to take care of yourself. What did you use this week? What are you using next week? Is there a palette that you want me to use? Yeah, because I feel like people ask me to use certain things, and I don't recall, but I'll use it. So let me know if you would like me to use a color story, use a palette. Yeah. I would love it if you liked the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.